What's up, everybody? We are about to do some racing at Homestead here tonight. Gonna be a fast one. Who's ready to go fast?
I want to go fast.
I love you. All right, gonna be a wild one here tonight as these guys are gonna take on Homestead. Let's go cook some tires. Gonna take on Homestead here as they are lining up for tonight's starting grid. I might have to make a quick adjustment. Hold on, because I definitely left the chat on, and I don't have you guys in the right place. I am dropping the ball here tonight already. Well, at least I'm getting the fail out of the way now instead of later. And here is tonight's starting grid. Let's see who started off tonight fast. It's Charles Evans. No surprise. He's fast every week. He's going to be starting on the pole with a 33.768. Second, we got Kevin Gibney Jr. What a surprise out of him. He has really been turning it up here lately in that number 31 machine, putting in some fast laps and sticking around up front. And we got Chris in that number 16 machine. He is third on the grid. Fourth place, John Garrett. Oh, Al over there in that number 21 starting fifth. Tyler Woodard in that number 77 will be starting sixth. Kyle Harbin in that seventh position in the number 34 Puddin, and that 98 starting eighth. Then we have Brett in that number 5 machine. He'll be starting in that ninth position, and 10th will be Spencer Teal. Oh, Greg Wood, I think. Is it Greg? No, I think it's Austin Craig. Yeah, Austin Craig will be starting 11th. Greg Wood will be 12th. See if I can get over here and change this in time, because I think it's only one pace lap. We got Angel starting 13th. Ron Morris starting 14th. Got T-Rex starting 15th. And James Oot starting 16th. And these guys are about to go green. You guys see the starting grid. We're going to go up to, as we got John, Michael, and Michael rounding out the field. Green flag is out as Charles is going to take these guys to the green flag in that number 30 or 53 machine. I said 31 because it popped to the top. What's up, Nathan? How was your ride in the Lemons? Charles strong on that inside. Here comes Chris. Oh, Kevin Gibney turns right into the wall. That's going to bring out caution flag number 1. Big wreck there. Oh man, that looked like it hurt. That looked a little painful. Got a little loose. Looked like some overcorrection, man. He hit so hard. He hit so hard that iRacing didn't even catch it. Need to go to Gibney. Oh, let's go back here. We're gonna pause it. We're gonna go jump on Kevin's. Where is Kevin? And that was a big hit for Kevin. Let's go watch this thing just break out loose from him. Overcorrects it and smashes the wall. Big hit. Gets John Garrett involved with 77. Tyler does a good job blowing up. But man, look at the damage on that number 31 machine. Good thing he's got a fast repair because he junked it. He definitely junked that thing. Wow, what a hit for that number 31 car. Let's go on board. Let's do. We'll go here. We're gonna go into Gibney. We're gonna check the in car. Let's see if I can find it. Cockpit view. Watch him here. He just the thing starts to go. Corrects and just snaps right. Slams the wall. Then collects John Garrett, man. Garrett just a victim in that one. That sucks for him as he's had a good run here in every league he's been in here lately. I wanted the regular ticker. As we are at it's time for a vacation at Homestead 75. We decided to go with that name because, you know, Chris will be going on vacation tomorrow or tonight. After tonight's race, Chris is going to be driving down to good old Alabama, Sweet Home Alabama. Going to take him a little vacation and talked his wife into letting him run here tonight. So it's good to have him. Hopefully he can come home with the W and make it all worth it, as he will be driving late into the night here maybe even the wee hours of the morning, getting to his next destination, getting himself and his family a little bit of a break here. Probably a much needed break, I'm assuming. You know how hard just running the league is, let alone a family life. So we are going to restack them, re-rack them, and try it again here as the pace car lights are out, and we are going to go green this time by. Chris looking fast on that restart. Does he have anything for that number 53 machine? We are going to find out here in just a few seconds. Man, what a hit. We are doing good. What's up, Chris? So I went to go to the doctor's like I said I was going to with the kids. It was going to be like a 5-hour wait if we had stayed. I said, forget that. I don't know what they expect out of us parents. I mean, your kids, they get a little sniffle, have a belly ache, don't tie their shoes right. They got to go get a COVID test before they can come back to school. It's kind of ridiculous. Pace car's about to pull in. Yeah, I just said forget about it. Pace car's in. Green flag is out as the 53 of Charles Evans decided to take the outside as these guys are running down into turn 1 and 2. Look at that run out of Chris. He's going to get the lead here going down into turn 1 and 2. Can Charles Evans get the run on the high side as here comes out for Denny down low. He's slide. Oh, the 53 down into L as that takes out the 53 and the 21. The green flag is still out as they crash down into the infield. Yellow flag does come out. Man, that didn't take long. These cars are loose. Let's go take a look at this one. As Charles just loses the back end. Boom! Comes down into Al. Probably minimal damage on those cars, but aerodynamics is going to mean a whole lot here. It looks like Al might have taken the worst of that hit, getting hit in that right front. Let's go take a look at his machine. He looked a little loose. I actually thought he was going to spin it on his own. And it was Charles that came down on him. What's up, Puddin'? But yeah, that definitely put some damage on the front end of that number 21 Blackwater Suds Chevy Impala, man. That thing was looking fast. It's looking sharp here tonight too. Guys, don't forget, if you guys want 10% off Blackwater Suds, so go to blackwatersuds.com, use promo code Deep Racing and get yourself 10% off. Remember, Deep Racing brings you this series, and it's always good to support these guys if we can. So Chris is out here looking good in that number 16, just trying to keep it straight. Everybody seems to be struggling with it here tonight. Definitely loose conditions here. Let's go ahead and bring in that number 16 machine. Chris, James at the booth, get a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Man, that thing looks fast, but nobody's giving you any time to test it out here tonight. Man,
yeah.
it looks loose.
Yeah, it's pretty loose, man. Off the exit of 2 and 4, she's really loose. You got to play with the throttle a little bit. You know, I got my bonus point, my lap lead. That's really all I wanted. Get me a top 5 finish here tonight and get a points lead here. But yeah, this thing's fast. Practice, I had the fastest lap, and then I was just getting the feel of the corner. I think as the race goes on, you know, the tires wear a little bit and the track gets a little bit, you know, darker. I think we'll have a little bit better grip.
Well, as the competition dwindles down, you see a couple fast guys, big movers here, like Kyle Harbin to the outside, Angel just a few rows back. Are you worried about those guys being able to run with you, maybe making you push it a little harder than you want to?
I'm always worried about guys running with me. I mean, everybody in here is fast, and I'm just going to be patient here and try to take care of my stuff and not force anything, and then hopefully let the race come to me, and maybe I'll be there at the end of the night.
Well, go out there, get yourself a W, and make sure your wife knows it was worth the while for staying home a little bit later before you guys head out on vacation.
Oh yeah, I'll do my best, man. We don't have to be at our hotel till 3 in the afternoon tomorrow, but I'm still gonna. She still wants to leave early, so. But yeah, that's the only thing I asked her to do tonight. I said, hey, I don't care what time to leave. Let me run my race tonight. And she said that's fine.
Well, go out there, get them, and have some fun, bud.
Thanks, buddy. We'll talk at you later.
Talk to you later. All right, Chris in that number 16 trying to get himself a W here tonight. Green flag is out. Always makes the wife feel a little bit better, giving you some extra time. If you could take home the win, say, see, hon, it was worth the while. As Chris jumps right to the lead, Kyle Harbin's going to follow suit. You got to watch out. Oh, we got another wreck happening. It collects Angel, as Angel always seems to be a victim as these guys are wrecking all over the place. It looks like Al was caught up by yet another one. Oh, and he had taken the fast repair. Does he have damage on that thing? It looks pretty clean. He might be all right, but man, Puddin got loose there. Got down into that number 90 machine. L. We're going to see if we can take a look and see exactly what happened there. Ugh. Puddin gets down into Al. Oh, contact there. Oh, 41 of Johnny G takes a good bit of damage there in that one. Wow, what happened there? Let's try and take another look. Let's take a look from the blimp. As you see him get loose there. Oh, up. T-Rex almost misses him, gets caught up. Apparently they want to do it all under caution. It is loose, and these guys aren't sure how to handle it right now. As we are on caution flag number 3. I'll tell you what, Chris is leading some easy laps, but look at that, Greg Wood up 9 spots up to that 3rd position. Tyler Woodard up 2, Ron Morris up 9. Got that number 19 machine. Look at this guy right here, staying out of trouble. Staying out of trouble in that number 19. He is up 12 positions tonight. Could he potentially steal himself an easy top 5 finish? Just staying out of trouble. We are 10 laps completed in this one. Angel pulls out. Did he take a fast repair? I think he had to. That thing, yeah, he took a fast repair. That thing was pretty banged up, guys. So him having to take a fast repair probably expected. Let's take a little bit better look at Al's car, as he definitely took some hits on that one. Yeah, the thing is looking all right, I think. Go take a look at the left front. I think he might be all right. He definitely took a hit there, but it seems like it didn't cause any damage, so he's looking good to go. And that number 21 machine caught up in 2 of the 3 accidents here so far. Let's see how many laps we can get green. Can we get a green flag lap? And we're going to find out here in just 1 minute. It'll be 12 laps completed when we take the green flag. Kevin Gibney Jr. He's got to fight his way back up. So many people caught up in so many things. We're going to see how this one works out as they are about to go green flag racing. That number 16's looking stout, though. He had a good start, but I'll tell you what, if I'm Kyle Harbin, I'd be watching out for that number 13 of Greg Wood down on the inside. He's going to be fast down there. He's going to try and get up underneath the 34 and see if he can take that second spot. Unless he's worried about Kyle getting loose, I don't see why he wouldn't. Pace truck pulls off.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out as Chris doesn't get the big jump that he got last time. Greg Wood staying right on his bumper as they dive into turn 1 and 2. He gets behind Kyle Harbin. Harbin a little loose. Here comes Greg around. Greg's loose. He gets turned around up into Ron Morris. He's going to slide up the track. He holds the brake. Oh, he gets smoked. He gets Arca braked. Oh, man. Greg Wood gets loose, turns on the front end of Ron Morris. Oh, the 8 just smeared the 41. The 8 car smoked him. Wow. That was wild. Take another look at that. Let's watch it in slow motion. Boom! That is the definition of Arca brake right there, guys. If you haven't seen an Arca brake before, you just seen your very first one. As James just plows into that number 8 machine. Boom! Ooh. I can't help but do the sound effects. That was wild. I want to look at... Let's look at James's view. Let's see him come up on that number at real speed. Let's see what he sees. Let's go into James's view. Let's go into the cockpit. They're wrecking. Oh, he just seen it too late. That's the hard part about a lot of these newer drivers is looking ahead. And that's just one of those things that happens. That's part of the learning curve. And I don't even know who to bring in because they've all been involved in accidents here tonight. Everyone but maybe Kyle Harbin. As we have gone for 4 cautions in the first 14 laps. This is definitely a wild one here tonight. You know what's going to happen? They're going to get these cautions out the way, and then they're going to get a good long green flag run. We're going to find out here soon. This is just crazy. Are we going green flag racing this time by? Are the pace lights off on the truck? I can't tell. Are we going single file? Oh, I think we might be going single file this time, guys. I think they might have said enough's enough. We're going single file. No, they're not. Yes, they are. I can't tell. I don't know. But man, what an interesting one we're having here tonight. Okay, so I was right. I wasn't sure, but some guys weren't very single file, so. All right, guys, we are going to go green flag racing this time. What's up? It's going pretty good. Just watching some demolition derbies. I'll tell you what, the 8 car just made the highlight reel. We need to send that one to Arca Break Weekly. As the pace car's off, and we're going to go green flag racing. I know he wants to try and get some green flags in, but I don't know if this single file is going to work. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. As here comes the 5. These guys are still loose through the field as we watch the 5 car trying to make a move on Tyler. Down the back straightaway. He's got a draft. Let's see how he does down in 3 and 4. Here they're going to get him side by side. Can they keep the back ends from coming out on these things? Are they going to push it too high as the 77 throws up and rubs the wall, but he's going to let the 5 around. That puts the 5 of Brett Patterson up to that 3rd position. As they dive into 3 and 4, right now we got Harbin. We got Chris, then Harbin, 1st and 2nd. Now Brett Patterson in 3rd. Tyler Woodard in 4th. Michael in 5th. As they all squirm down the back straightaway. Tyler Woodard in that number 77, having a good run here tonight. Yeah, a lot of the tracks are done now. Michael, biggest mover of the race right now, sitting 14th. Or sitting 14 positions up in the 5th position. Puddin's made his way back up to the 6th spot in that number 98. So he's got to be feeling good about that after maybe a little bit of a winky step there. Spencer Teal coming up on the outside. Can Spencer Teal get around him? As he is putting the pressure on that number 98. Spencer Teal looking good in that number 20. Looks to the high side. Not getting the run. Will he get the run down the straightaway? Nothing there. He's just going to fall. It looks like he's faster through turns 1 and 2. But that time he loses a little bit of ground. But it looks like this battle up further in the pack for 2nd is starting to heat up as the 5 of Brett Patterson is starting to close the gap on that number 34 machine of Kyle Harbin. This is our battle for 2nd right now. Looked like it was closing the gap with Tyler Woodard in that 3rd position, but now Kyle Harbin's starting to gain a little bit of ground. Tyler Woodard tried to work back to Brett. The 19 getting pressure from Puddin. As Puddin's trying to work him, as they got some intense battling behind him. Here comes the 20. Spencer Teal up underneath the 98. Can he clear the 98 coming out of the turn, or will the 98 get a big run as Spencer starts to lose the nose a little bit but saves it? Spencer Teal's going to take that spot. Spencer to the 6th position. Putting all over the back bumper of that 20, thinking about getting back around him, but Spencer's going to gap him into the turn. Here comes the number 1 of Austin Craig. We know he's fast. He's working the outside of that number 98. He's coming up through the field. Austin Craig up to that 7th position. He's one we definitely have to watch in that number 1 Rowdy Energy Chevy, because he's definitely going to be fast. Oh, that's a Toyota, sorry. He's definitely going to be fast here tonight. I think they're all Chevys, but don't tell anybody. Chris out dominating 0.8 of a second over 2nd place, but Kyle Harbin is definitely closing that gap. That gap has shrunk some. As Kyle Harbin and Chris are actually ran identical lap times. We'll call it identical. 1/100th of a second difference. Last lap by. This time by, let's see what kind of lap times. Kyle Harbin a little bit quicker, about a little more than a 1/2 tenth quicker than Chris. Those 1/2 tenths, they add up lap after lap. Can he catch Chris and take that lead as we are 23 laps completed, working lap 24. Right now, who's the fastest car on the track? We are going to say the fastest car on the track. Oh, I take that back. Chris was a little bit quicker than Kyle. The fastest car on the track, that time was Chris Pendle. Kyle Harbin was the 2nd fastest, which is, I guess is why they're 1st and 2nd. Oh, I'm going to take that back. The fastest car was Tyler Woodard. As I looked through the field, I missed him. That time by, Tyler was faster. Kyle Harbin was definitely faster that time by too. Kyle was about a 1/10, a little more than a 1/10 faster than the number 16 machine that time by. He seems to be running a little bit lower line. I wonder what kind of role that's playing on his tires. as we were looking at lap times once again. Kyle Harbin about 0.2 of a second quicker. He is definitely gaining. Second, third, and fourth all gaining on our leaders. Fifth and Michael running identical lap times. As Austin Craig trying to fight Spencer Teal as they're side by side for this sixth position. Austin Craig's going to dive up underneath the number 20 machine. Oh, Spencer up into the wall. That's going to cost him at least one position as Puddin's got to run on him now. Puddin's going to get up underneath him going into turn 1 and 2. Here comes the number 31 Machina, Kevin Gibney, trying to work his way back up through. He was fast. He got a hot lap for qualifying. Can he make his way back up to the front? Last time by, it looks like he may have been the quickest car on the track. He was. He was definitely the quickest car on the track last time by. So that number 13 machine gets around Spencer Teal. Got to watch out for him because he is quick right now. He is definitely quick in that number 31 machine. Greg Wood sitting back. He is at least one lap down. Why is this showing that? What the heck did I do? Sorry about that, guys. I just noticed that was the wrong overlay. Chris Pendle still sitting comfortably out in the front. That has grown pretty stale to keep maintaining the distance between these two cars. Brett Patterson sitting in that third position. He is closing the gap. He was about 0.2 faster that last lap than the leaders in that number 5 machine. Scrolling through the field. Scroll. Let's see who else was fast. Brett Patterson is so far the fastest car on the track as he is making ground on... Oh, no, I'll take that back. Chris Pendle was the fastest one last time by. Kevin Gibney trying to make his way up to the field. Pretty quick out here tonight. laps, 29 laps completed, 30 laps completed this time by, as it looks like Chris has got this one in the bag if he can just maintain that lead over Kyle Harbin. He is actually extending that lead to almost 1 second over second place. Kyle Harbin losing ground to the number 5 machine of Brett Patterson, as it's looking like we're going to start getting a battle here. Yeah, right? He's doing a better job now. These cars are loose on the cold tires here. Like, we had 4 cautions in a row from people losing the back end of their cars. All right, so Kyle Harbin trying to figure out a way to find some speed as Brett is definitely closing the gap in that number 5 machine. Tyler Woodard in 5th, and there's a long way back to Austin Craig. Austin Craig is roughly about 6 seconds behind the leader here tonight. But I'll tell you what, they get a caution, get some tires. Austin Craig, he's going to be hard to beat. Let's go back here. It looks like Spencer's trying to make a move back on Kevin Gibney. Puddin in that 6th spot, looking pretty good. Here comes Spencer Teal up underneath Kevin Gibney, as they're going to drag race down the front straightaway side by side. Spencer Teal found some speed somewhere, or Kevin used up his tires, one or the other. Down into turn 1 and 2. Spencer Teal's going to take it. Here comes the 53. And Charles Evans, he's always fast. He is definitely working his way up through the field. That 53 might be someone to watch out for tonight. All these guys, their times have all pretty much evened out across the board. A couple people that are significantly slower. Kevin and Spencer were slower that last time just because, you know, they were racing side by side. Tyler Woodard loses some ground that time. He was about 7/10 of a second slower than everybody else on the track. I don't know if he's losing the handle on it or just got a slip, but he definitely lost some time ground on that one as Austin Craig is starting to reel him in. And he's got Puddin in his rear mirror as they're trying to charge their way to the front. Austin Craig is in that 5th position. Chris still in the lead. Chris is about a 10th slower than Harbin. Harbin's gaining on Chris. That lead is down to about 0.3 of a second. Here comes Harbin, the closer. We used to joke around in our leagues. We'd call him Kyle. We call him Kyle Harvick because he would close the deals. He'd come out of nowhere, take the victory. He'd be there, be quiet, and all of a sudden he's there winning the race like he was there the whole time. As Harbin looking for the lead as he shoots lower than our leader, Chris Pendle. We are just about halfway through this one as Kyle Harbin looking low. Chris has got company as Kyle is there. He's probably going to let him go. And don't look in the mirror, but here comes Brett Patterson on their heels. This is definitely going to slow these guys down racing side by side, as that's brought Brett Patterson up into this battle. We got a 3-way here. Not that kind of 3-way, giggity. For the lead, as Kyle Harbin's up underneath Chris, and they're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Chris pulls away. Now Harbin's got to protect that 2nd spot. Harbin drives it down into the inside hard as he slides up the track. Here comes Brett. Brett almost gets into the rear of him. Kyle Harbin loose, staying on the gas, trying to push it, not lose that 2nd position. He wants those bonus points as we are now past the halfway point in this one. Brett's going to take that 2nd spot. He's going to go see if he can have some luck with that number 16 machine as they're running nose to tail down the back straightaway. Here comes Harbin looking up underneath Brett. Brett's going to close the door. That number 5 machine is definitely closed and definitely looking fast as they come out of turn 4 and down the front straightaway. Brett Patterson looking for the lead. Down to the inside. Can he close the deal as Chris has been able to hold it strong on the outside? Are we going to see a slide job? Oh, he got slid job as we got Brett up to the lead now in that number 5. Here comes Chris down to the inside. He's going to cross him over. He doesn't want to let him get those bonus points as they dive down into 3 and 4. Brett too strong on the high side, though. I think he's going to hold him off as Greg Wood has junked it down on pit road. Here comes Chris Pendle. Who's going to lead this lap? Brett gets that lap at the line. Side by side for the lead. Kyle Harbin down on the inside as they are battling it out side by side as Chris has got to fall back in place. We're going to go take a quick look and see what happened to Greg Wood as he catches the wall right here. Tries to duck it down to the pits. He's going to catch next. Oh, big hit. Rip. Rip. Greg Wood demolishes the end of pit road. The caution flag does not come out as we are 40 laps completed here tonight. Brett Patterson, our leader, as I forgot all about what was going on in the back. Austin Craig. Austin Craig's in the pits. He's getting tires and gas. I do believe that they do have to pit, as quite a few people have gone into the pit road for tires and gas. Brett Patterson in the lead, loving the way it is right now, but these guys short pitting. How soon are the leaders going to have to come in? They're going to lose a ton of time on those older tires, as I'll keep an eye out and see how much different the lap times are for the guys on new tires. We're going to keep an eye on fast guys like Austin Craig. He should give us a good reference, as Austin Craig is now a lap down due to the tire changes. Chris comes in. Brett stays out. Puddin now up to 2nd. Spencer Teal in third. John Garrett in fourth. All right, so that lap we won't count for Austin, but right now, Michael is about a half a second faster than our leader as everybody's taking those pit cycles. We're going to see how this one cycles out. These pit road mistakes on pit road could cost these guys positions. Oh, Spencer Teal misses. Is that Spencer? Misses pit road in that number 20 machine. Big mistake out of that number 20 as he was coming in too hot. That time by Austin Craig was about 1 second faster than our leader, I believe. Oh no, it wasn't 1 second. Okay, so no, the times didn't seem to fall off too bad with tires. Maybe these guys aren't taking tires. I guess we're going to find out when things cycle out where they end up. But maybe they aren't, as our leader Brett down on pit road. Puddin's going to get a lap led there as Puddin's on point in that number 98 machine. John Garrett in that second position. He's having to play some strategy as he got caught up in the first caution. Kevin Gibney up to third. Al caught up in 2 cautions in that fourth position as these cars with new tires are going around pretty quick. Let's see, Austin Craig. Let's see what kind of lap times these guys are going to start putting down, if it's going to be a huge difference. Curious what kind of strategies some of these guys might play. Will somebody try and save a lot of gas and make it a whole lot farther than everybody else, as we are 45 laps completed. We got 30 laps to go. John Garrett in the lead in that Fort Worth screen printing, number 66. Will he get another interview? He's been on a roll here. Kevin Gibney in that second spot. He's coming to pit road. Don't goof it up, Gibney. Gibney gets it woed up in that number 31 machine. Down on pit road. That's going to give second place to Al as they are getting passed by these cars with new tires. I was looking at the wrong place for lap times. So yeah, the guys on new tires, for example, looks like Kyle Harbin might be the first guy on new tires right now, running a 33.87. John Garrett last time by ran a 35.42. Or a better example, 35.68, which is what 6.5, which is what Alfred just ran, over a 33.87 for Kyle Harbin. So these guys are losing 2 seconds a lap essentially to these guys on new tires. They need to get a caution or find a way to make it the whole way, but I don't think that's going to make a difference because Kyle Harbin is only 9 seconds back from Al. I mean, what's that? 4 laps? He's there. 5 laps. Al's coming down to pit road out of necessity. That number 21 machine going to come in here, get some gas, get some fresh tire. That's going to give Angel the lead in that number 90. Angel in that number 90 Highland Myers Ford, trying to make it the whole way without make it the whole way, trying to make it a little bit farther than everybody else, hoping a caution helps him out. I mean, these guys are coming out with fresh tires. He could very easily get he's coming in. He got that lap led. He's going to come into pit road. T-Rex is going to inherit the lead. He's going to get his lap led this time by. So T-Rex, the last one out on old tires. Kyle Harbin going to be inheriting second place for right now, as he's got a mirror full of Chris. This is going to be our battle for the lead. It's the 3 we left with. Kyle Harbin must have had a blistering fast lap as Chris is looking to the high side. 26 laps to go. And these guys had a rough start, but look at how they cleaned it up. As Kyle Harbin, we're going to call him, he's in second place, as T-Rex hasn't pitted yet. as the 8 drops down out of the way and lets these guys around. T-Rex still staying out there as he's only got a 5-second lead. Last time by, he lost about 1.5 seconds to these guys. How soon will T-Rex pit? I mean, I gotta imagine if they got another set of tires at this point, if the caution were to come out, T-Rex would be in a great spot. I don't imagine these guys staying out on the older tires with 25 laps left to go. So if T-Rex can hold these guys off for a few laps, keep them behind him, and get a caution, this might be a brilliant move out of the number 84 machine. He'll grab great track position, and everybody comes in. As the 5 of Brett Patterson gets around Chris, now starts to work on Kyle Harbin. As these guys have closed it down to about 4 seconds to our leader T-Rex. 24 laps to go. Let's see if T-Rex stays out or if he's going to go in this time by. T-Rex stays out for another lap as Brett's putting the heat on the number 34, Kyle Harbin. These guys are racing because they know this is probably the race for the lead. 23 laps to go. The 5 of Brett Patterson is going to look to the outside. Is there anything there? No. He's going to cross him up and try and go inside. Nothing there as he loses a ton of momentum to Kyle Harbin. Down into 3 and 4, 23, coming to 22 laps to go. When is T-Rex going to pit? When will this be the battle for the lead? Not this time. It is this time. T-Rex in the pits. So we got a pass for the lead as there's a pass for the lead, I guess, essentially. As Brett's up underneath Kyle Harbin. Brett's going to take that spot. He's going to slide up as Harbin's going to drop back to 3rd. 22 laps to go here tonight as Harbin goes from 1st to 3rd. Austin Craig, you got to watch out this 4th place machine. He's up there. He's getting there as he's only 2.5 seconds back from Kyle Harbin. Looking at lap times, he's gaining about 0.4 of a second on these guys, but now that they're not racing, let's see if that changes up. That time by, wow, Brett with a 34.24 fastest lap on the track. 2nd place, Chris with a 34.38. Kyle Harbin with a 34.83. And he loses a 0.5 second to 4th place with a 4th place got a 34.35. So see what they do this time by is these gaps, it's like an accordion. Depending on how people are driving, you know, that somebody might be saving different. So you get somebody that'll run way out in front and the other guys will start to catch up. And you never know. You never know. Sounded like a Biden explanation right there. Brett in the lead. Chris trying to close him down as we got 20 laps to go. Last time by, Chris was the fastest, but barely, about 0.5 tenth. As they have to deal with lap traffic, they are going around. Ooh. That was the 65 of James Ooh. He almost wrecks it. Good save out of him. T-Rex did end up losing a lap for pitting so late. As the lead battle is starting to rage. These guys are putting on a little heat on each other as Kyle Harbin is dropping back. He's going to have to deal with Austin Craig soon as Austin Craig is getting closer, looking for that podium spot. 18 laps to go as the leaders are starting to get a little more intense between 1st and 2nd. Whew. This is a wild one, guys. Who do you think's going to get this one? Are we going to get one of these two, Brett Patterson or Chris Pendle? Or can Kyle Harbin work his way back up? Or Austin Craig and steal themselves a victory? Or will they all get together and give this one to our pole sitter, Charles Evans, as he's been fast all night? And who knows, we can get a caution in the middle of this. That changes everything. Brett Patterson in the lead. We're going to go back and look through the field to some extent. We got Brett in 1st. Chris in second. Kyle Harbin in that third position. Austin Craig in fourth in that number 1 machine. Charles Evans in fifth in the 53. Michael Pittman in that number 17. Where did he come from? In sixth. And Kevin Gibney sitting there running in that 7th position. Tyler Woodard in that 77. And 8th, John Garrett. Now in 9th, as he's been working his way back up to the front since that incident at the beginning of the race. And we got Alfred Demi also making a run back up to the front in 10th in that number 21. These guys are looking for a caution, I'll tell you that much. Spencer Teal in that number 20 machine in 11th. Ron Morris Jr. in 12th. Angel in that 13th position, begging for the wall to come off him. That's at least once, Angel. That's at least once. Well, that was one, Angel, that I seen. Angel up into the wall. We had a little over-under. How many times is Angel going to hit the wall today? I said the over-under would be 5. Angel said he's going to get the over on that one. 98 of pudding in that 14th position. T-Rex in 15th. James Oot in 16th. And Siegel, Michael, Greg, and John. Oh, John is back out on the track. So James, Michael, and Greg off the track. So John's out here trying to gain some position in this number 41 as he got clobbered by the number 8 earlier. If you missed that one, you need to go back and watch the first 15 laps and the wrecks. Chris in that second position trying to gain. He's trying to find a way to work around his Austin Craig. We missed it. Takes that third position. Kyle Harbin back to 4th. Charles going to try and reel him in now, but he's 5 seconds back. So many guys here begging for a caution as we got 13 laps to go. Can we make it the rest green, or somebody going to step on that Winky and give us another caution? We are going to find out here soon. Takes about 35 seconds, we'll call it, to make a lap. So we got about 5. We'll call it 7 minutes. I know it's 6, but it's a little bit more than 30 seconds. So about 7 minutes left in this one. If they can make it green, they'll play. It looks like Chris is starting to lose ground as he's searching for a line on the high side. Chris is definitely losing ground to that first place machine. Austin Craig looking real fast, but running out of time in that number 1 machine. Sitting in 3rd. Kyle Harbin in 4th. Charles in 5th. Michael Pittman in 6th. Kevin Gibney Jr. in 7th. John Garrett sitting 8th. Al is all over the back bumper, that number 66 now. As they close in. Oh, this is a rematch of yesterday, just further back in the field. As John Garrett's trying to close in on the 31 machine of Kevin Gibney. But here comes Al up underneath John Garrett as they're going to drag race down the front straightaway. Down into turn 1 and 2. Al's going to get the position. Can he get around him? Not coming out of 2 as they're going to drag race again down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. Kevin Gibney loving this in the mirror as he's in 7th. But Al sends it out in front of that number 66. Meanwhile, the lead gap has gotten bigger as it's a 1 second difference between first and second. So we're going to stay back on this battle as this is really starting to intensify. This is the closest battle on the track right here. As these guys are trying to battle it out. Al now trying to dig in on that number 31 machine of Kevin Gibney. Here comes John Garrett back on him. It almost looked like he took a swing at him. Got a big run into turn 3, but he falls back coming out. Al trying to catch the draft of the number 31. It seems to be working. As he's got that gap down to 0.2 of a second. Can he reel him in and take that 7th position? As the lead is now up to 1.65 seconds. Al looking to the inside of Kevin Gibney as they're going to get up side by side. Coming out of turn 4, they're going to drag race down the front straightaway as that 21 is looking fast. He's going to have to fall back in place as they come up on the lap traffic of Johnny G. Johnny G going another lap down, just trying to gain 1 or 2 spots here tonight. He needs 6 more laps. He's got just enough laps to get around. Just enough laps to get around Greg Wood. So he should be able to gain 1 position on the grid as 20 cars started this one here tonight. Al trying to find a way around that number 31 machine. Look, guys, I am not at the front of the pack because that gap is growing, but second place is going to be heating soon, so we will jump over there if that happens. But meanwhile, we're going to watch this battle as Al tries to put the slide job, but Kevin closes the door as he gets a run on the outside as they're going to drag race down the back straightaway. They're going to dive it down into 3 and 4 as Al stuffs it in there. Can he clear him? Coming out of 4. He's past him now. Will he slide up? He does. He slides up as Gibney tries to cross over. Gibney back up underneath him. They're going to throw it down into turn 1 and 2 as Gibney sends the number 31. It pushes up the track almost into Al. Al drifts up the track to stop the drift from the number 31. As the 31's got to fall back in line of Kevin Gibney. This battle for the 7th position really heating up as the gap for 2nd and 3rd is shrinking. 5 laps to go. These guys back here begging for a caution and fresh set of tires and opportunity to go after the lead. But I don't think they're going to get it as John Garrett tries to get up underneath Gibney. Remember, these guys raced each other real hard yesterday in the super lates. Side by side down the back straightaway. Garrett jumps back in place. He's going to send it into 3 and 4. He knows he's got to send it against that number 31. Kevin Gibney is the Newman of this series. He will not give you an inch to pass. He will be the hardest person to pass on the track. Nothing wrong with that as there's only 4 laps to go. John Garrett working hard on the inside of that number 31 as he sends it into 1 and 2. He's going to try and slide up as the 31 is trying to set up the crossover. He gets back underneath the number 66. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Kevin Gibney sent it into 3 and 4. No. Garrett's going to pinch him off. Gibney holds it low. They're going to drag race coming out of turn 4. Both of them pushing it hard, racing hard. 3 laps to go. Down to less than 1 second. Between 2nd and 3rd place. Still a little bit of a gap. We're going to go check that one out here in just a few seconds as this one has seemed to tone down a bit. We'll call it. Right now we got Brett Patterson in lap traffic as he's fixing to put Puddin down a lap. 2 laps to go. He's just looking for that white flag to know he's good to go. Here comes Austin Craig chasing in on that 2nd place machine of Chris Pendle. Does he have enough time with 2 laps to go? I think he's going to run out of time as he is 0.6 of a second back, but who knows? He is going to send it and try and get there. Brett Patterson seems content with following the pace car and not pushing it too hard as he got the white flag this time by. He's got a lot of space between him and 2nd. That's where the battle's going to be at. Kyle Harbin sitting in 4th as he's got James Oot to deal with and a whole lot of space between him and 5th. They're back up to the leader as these guys don't seem to be close enough to battle. Austin Craig sends it into 3 and 4. He's not going to be able to get there. I don't think as they come out of turn 4, it's going to be Brett for the win. Chris going to come in 2nd. Austin Craig with a valiant effort finishes 3rd. Kyle Harbin is going to bring this thing home 4th. Good run. The 53 of Charles Evans finishes 5th after spinning. Got to be happy with that finish. Michael Pittman's going to bring it home in 6th. John Garrett. Al finishes 7th. John Garrett's going to finish 8th. Kevin Gibney in 9th. Spencer Teal going to bring that thing home in 10th. Ron Morris in 11th, Tyler Woodard and Angel in 12th and 13th. Those guys really needed caution flags there. Puddin's going to bring home 14th, T-Rex 15th, James Ooten 16th, James Siegel and 17th, Michael and 18th, Greg Wood in 19th, and Johnny G. Johnny G in that. What, no pictures? No pictures, Chris? Trying to find. So valiant effort out of Austin Craig to try and catch those guys. Just trying to figure out what happened to Chris. Why he didn't grid up? Why he didn't go and line up for a picture? I guess he didn't want one. He gives the 5 a kiss. You little butt kisser. As the 5 takes the victory here tonight. What a run out of him. Go ahead and pause it there. We're going to go ahead and I don't think Austin is in. Austin's in the chat. I don't see Austin in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and bring in second place Chris Pendle. Well, Chris, I know it wasn't the first place you were hoping for. I know it wasn't the first place you were hoping for, but man, you got to be happy with a second place finish here. What a strong run out of that number 16 machine.
I appreciate it, man. I got really, really tight on the long run there, and he just drove by me and got away there. But I'll take second place. I think I led the most laps. I'm not sure, but I'll take a top 2 finish and move on to a place that I really don't have no practice at Indianapolis next week. So I'll take second here.
Yeah, definitely a good run. Did it make you nervous seeing Austin Craig groaning in that mirror though?
A little bit. I seen he was running the bottom there, and I tried to. I was running the top because I was so tight, so I just backed up my corner entry a little bit and was able to keep the roll the bottom and save some time. But I was able to hold him off there. He dove it in turn 3 pretty good there at the last lap, but I was able to hold him off.
Yeah, I watched him. He got you by I think almost a half a second on that last lap trying to catch you, and man, that was quite a ride out of him. I wish he was in here to interview, but you got to be happy with, like I said, how that number 16 Autism Speaks Chevy is it a Chevy? Do you have the Chevy? Ford.
It's a Chevy, but it's a Ford Mustang to me.
Okay, a Ford Mustang. I was thinking, I think you got a Ford, but man, it's so confusing because they are all Chevys. All right.
Yeah.
How'd that Ford Mustang ran good tonight? Why don't we give a shout out to your sponsors? And I did give a plug to Blackwater Suds earlier.
Yeah, I want to thank our sponsor over at Deep Racing, Blackwater Suds, Old Timer Hat Company, and also Circle B Diecast. Like I said, it's awesome to have those guys support us over at Deep Racing. I'll take a second place. Thanks for my loving wife for waiting to leave on vacation until I get done racing this, because I'm definitely should, no offense to Al, but I should take the points lead after tonight, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah, Al definitely got caught up earlier and tried to make a good strong run back, but yeah, he's definitely got to be happy that his teammate ran as good as he did.
Yeah, man. If I had a little bit more turn in the car on the long run, I think I'd have been all right, because I was there lap for lap with Brent there, so I just needed more turn. But I'll take second place, and I'm gonna get out of here and get ready for vacation.
Hey, enjoy vacation.
Thanks, man. I'll talk at you later.
Later, bud. All right, Chris in that number 16 with a good run here tonight as he ran. I tried to move him into his room, and he took off and ran all the way out of Discord. Yeah, I still don't see Austin down here. I was going to see if Austin was in here, but he doesn't like interviews, I don't think. He doesn't like me. See how it is, Austin. See how it is. Brett, wow, what a run here for you tonight as you go home and take home the victory. These guys made you work for it. You had to come up through the field, and what a pass there when you got Kyle and Chris there on that one lap.
Oh man, it only took what, almost half the season to finally get it done. But yeah, we had a pretty good car. You know, just like last week, I thought we had one of the top 3 cars and a chance to win it. And we got caught up in that. Well, we didn't get caught up in it, but there was a caution. We were doing our green flag pit and set us a lap down. We had to do the wave around and come back up to the field. And got up to 3rd, and I just felt like we had better than that. And come here this week, I knew this was another good track I had a good chance at, so I gave it all I had. Cars are real loose. A lot of these guys are real fast, but yeah, I think we held on to it just long enough to get it where it needed to be.
Yeah, that was definitely a good race between you guys. I know pit stops kind of shook it up a little bit with giving Arbin the lead, but man, you came in there strong and you pulled away from Chris. That car was fast here tonight. You got any sponsors, friends, family you want to thank?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, just like every week, it's appreciative that they let me do this, and the guys that let me race in here are all really talented guys, and it's real fun. And maybe we can go back to back next week. I doubt it. I don't think it's one of our good tracks, but we'll definitely go try.
Well, you definitely proved that you were here to race here tonight, and he called his shot in our chat like Babe Ruth. Congratulations. That's what Puddin said. That's what Puddin said. But yeah, you definitely put a strong run in here tonight. I noticed you coming up through the field that you were going to be somebody to reckon with, and you definitely were when you took the win. So good win here tonight. Go home, go celebrate it, and we'll see you next week.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem, brother. All right, that was our. Oops, I put him in with those guys. That was our winner. Let's go through tonight's results. As kids really need to learn space, we're going to go ahead and pull up tonight's results with our winner out there. It is Brett with the win in that number 5 machine. Chris Pendle in 2nd. Austin Craig with a strong finish in that 3rd spot. Kyle Harbin in 4th. Charles Evans in 5th. Michael Pittman in 6th. Alfred Denny in that 7th position. John Garrett in 8th. Kevin Gibney in 9th. Spencer Teal in 10th. Rod Morris Jr. in 11th. Tyler Woodard in 12th. Angel in 13th. Puddin in 14th. T-Rex in 15th. James Oot in 16th. James Segal and Siegel in 17th. Michael in 18th. And Greg Wood rounds out the field in that 19th position. Tough night for him. Guys, as always, you had a good run going. I mean, it sucked that you lost it that one time, but you made a good run back up through. That sucks. I think that Spencer Teal had the roughest one. Somehow he still finished with 10th, but I think he missed the pits altogether. So good run, everybody. Good race.